What up, everyone? This is the Shorty Logic Podcast, and we back with another one. And we had a good show last week, so we're gonna do a part 2. So I'm going to introduce the co-hosts. Y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves.
What's good, everybody? This is Miss Sugar and Billy. Y'all know who this is.
Hey y'all, this is Blessed.
So okay. Say we had last week was a hell of a good show, y'all. So we still back. We're still on mental health. So let everyone know again. Part 2, the emotional suffering of pain hitting behind the smiling, the seemingly cheerful smile, y'all. So we can go and hit with the first one. This is for y'all. This is for y'all, for women. This is for y'all, and I want y'all to speak on this and see how y'all feel about that and the things that goes on with that. Let's go.
This is for all the moms who are having one of those days or week when you feel like nothing gets done. In reality, all you do is clean and clean, but the house never seems clean enough. You desperately need a minute alone, but the kids won't allow it. You put a fake smile on. The day just begun, but you're already exhausted. You really need that minute alone. For a cry or a prayer, probably both. Even those you can't do alone. We see you behind that smile. We know what happens behind those closed doors. Sometimes you may need to fake a smile, but all the time you're a great mom. Keep being the best.
So with that video right there, what's your thoughts about that? About the things in motherhood, what goes on in motherhood, the hitting, stress, and just the struggles.
I felt like it hit home for me because I feel like that a lot of times where it feels like no matter what you do for people, as a mother especially, it's never enough. It's like there's no gratitude involved at all. It's like the more you do, the more they expect. Then it's like your day never ends. Perfect example. Get up early in the morning, like 6 in the morning, take one daughter to work, come back home, get the other daughter, take her to work, then come back after that, get the kids ready, take them where they need to go, get them ready for school. Then I got to get ready, either pick up my husband or I got to get ready to go to work. It's like once 6 o'clock comes, I'm just taking on a lot, back to back to back to back. Then I come home from work and it's like, damn, then I got to cook, clean after everybody. It's just like if my day never ends. And I just feel like I don't have a moment to breathe. I just feel like, give me a second. Then as soon as you come through the door, it's mama, nana, babe. It's like, give me a minute. Just let me breathe. And it's like, I should be ashamed or I should be, you know, like I shouldn't even want to have these moments to myself. Because as soon as I say, give me a minute, let me breathe, it's like, oh, dang, well, you just got in. And it's like, well, what about us? We've been waiting on you to this, we're waiting on you to that. It's like, damn, what about me? Give me a second. I just need to breathe. That's
Right.
it. And then it's like, they try to make me feel bad for wanting a second to myself. It's like, well, you've been gone all day. We've been waiting on you to do this. We've been waiting on you to do that. It's like, damn, when are you going to do it for yourself? Give me a minute to myself. I say so many times, I'm going to go find me a one-bedroom apartment, honey. This is so I can get away from everybody. And that's how I feel. Like it's stressful.
Mm-hmm.
It's stressful. And you get tired. You get mentally drained, mentally tired. And people don't understand that. They feel like you should always be strong. And you just because you mama, you're supposed to be superwoman. You're supposed to always want to do this. You're supposed to always want to help. And you don't get me wrong. My heart is there. I want to help. But at the same time, I'm taking away from my peace.
Right. So what you got, Michelle?
Honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now, I am all over the place with this particular video. Right, I think reason being is because people get to different stages and places in their lives, and I'm in that space where on one hand, it's like I'm kind of numb to it because I've been in a routine of for so long to the point where now my son is grown. And even though he's grown still in hand, I still get those, mama, what you doing texts. I'm calling my phone. mama, what you doing text, and then behind it is, can you look out for, so it's like
Mm-hmm.
it never
Mm-hmm.
it never
Yeah.
even when your kids get adults, it never ends. But the struggle of when I was in the midst of the beginning of being a mom, working, making sure that, and I work third shift, come home in the morning. I don't go straight to bed because I have to make sure he's up for school, get to school, clean the house up, do all the
Mm-hmm.
in-betweens. And then by the time I go pick him up
Mm-hmm.
from school, come home, help him with his homework, make sure dinner's to come, make sure he got his bath, make sure he got his clothes ready for school tomorrow. And you get in a rotation and a
Yep.
routine. And the
Yep.
crazy part is that on one hand, you're complacent with that routine because you start getting the rhythm of doing it so often. And on
Right.
the other
Mm-hmm.
hand, it's stressful because you're like, damn, I just need a moment. And
Right.
you think that we would be like, okay, when we shut down at night and we go sleep, we get in our moment. But sometimes even
No.
in our sleep,
Yep.
our mind is still thinking about what we got to do tomorrow.
What we gotta do
So
tomorrow.
it's never ending, and that's why it's hard for some people. I'm not just gonna say men. It's hard for some
Mm-hmm.
people to grasp when a woman says that she's tired or she's mentally broken down or the exhaustion, and you're thinking, well, if I'm at work and the kids at school, I mean, you got all day to do whatever you want to do. But no, it's not like that. It's not like
Mm-mm.
that. Because
Mm-mm.
see, if it was like that, the first thing that would come out of somebody's mouth is, oh, she's a trifling mother because she don't clean the house because she
Mm-hmm.
just
Mm-hmm.
wanted a break.
Right.
Or she didn't,
Mm-hmm.
she's a trifling mother because she didn't cook because today she didn't feel like cooking. Or,
Mm-hmm.
any type of thing that gets shifted out of the way for her, she's immediately considered selfish, not a
Mm-hmm.
good mom, all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So then that
Lazy.
plays on you too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, all that starts to play on your mental as well and your body. So you
Yep.
mentally, like Bless said, you physically, emotionally exhausted because at the end of the day, we are the moms, the homemakers, the doctors, the lawyers, the dentists, the
The
everything.
best friend,
Oh
the
Lord,
therapist.
the best friend, the therapist, the babysitter,
Yes.
everything. We gotta make sure everybody got their shoes, clothes,
Lunch.
book bags, lunch, everything. And then on top of all of that, make sure all the clothes clean, everything. Then on top of all that, we still gotta have space for you.
That's right.
We
Yeah.
still gotta make sure that you're taken care of mentally, emotionally, physically, and keep our parents up and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I hate when someone asks, well, what do you bring to the table? Baby, let me tell you something. Take on a job for one day. I mean, literally doing it
One.
all. One
One.
day, literally
One.
doing everything. And then come back and holler at me.
Mm-hmm.
Come back and holler at me. Because I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you, you're going to be exhausted. And it's like videos and stuff that I see of just single parents, like dads and stuff. They be like tired. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, see, now you get it. You
You
get it.
feel it. You
Just
feeling it.
when you
Yep.
think it's one thing and you're done, here comes something else and
That's
something else.
right.
Then on top of that, the fact that you have friends and family that's gonna call you and unload their shit onto you too. So now now you got all your load, you got somebody else's load, which is your husband, man, or whoever load. You
Mm-hmm.
got your friend and family load because they don't call, even if it's just to talk to you, vent it out. It's still exhausting mentally because it's like,
Yeah.
damn, I gotta listen to
You
all
gotta
of
think of what to say
yeah.
next.
And
Yeah.
then so when we come off like we ain't hearing you, we not seeing you, it's not that. It's just that we have so much stuff up here already. To take on somebody else's shit, even if it's just a conversation, is exhausting.
It's a lot. I agree.
It's draining.
It's a
Yeah.
lot.
It's a lot. I feel like it's a lot either way, but no, I can't really speak for y'all with how y'all grasp and navigate through the struggle. So I can't really
Because we
comment.
make it look good. We make it look good. We
Look
make it look like it's
easy.
nothing. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we make it look like it's so easy because we so in the rhythm of it. It is so much loaded onto us to the point that when we do stop, and if we have the opportunity to have time for ourselves, it feels weird.
Mm-hmm. It does.
It don't even
It
feel
does.
right. It feels like we should be doing something
It feels
Mm-hmm.
like
because
you
it's
feel
always
bad. Yeah.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard of like mommy guilt? Mommy guilt because
Mm-hmm.
she bought
Mm-hmm.
her a shirt, a pair of
Mm-hmm.
drawers, or something. And anything, I promise you, anything. We can buy ourselves anything. I don't care if it's the fancy roll of toilet paper. We could do anything and be like, damn,
Mm-hmm.
I could have spent that money
I
on
could have
something
spent
else.
that on something else.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, yes. I was
I
that
tend to
way.
set it to the side
Yes.
in case something emergency and all that stuff. And it just be the most minute thing. But we
Mm-hmm.
will feel guilty for it. Do you know
Yeah.
how long it took me to start buying stuff for myself after my son moved out of my house? I'm talking about he is grown, married, got his own child and everything. And I still had mommy guilt. I still felt like, let me hold on to this just in case he might call and need $20. Rather than to go
Mm-hmm.
get something for myself.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I've
That's how
been there.
you feel.
I've been there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been there. Mm-hmm.
It sounds like it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot goes on right there.
Because we
Yeah,
think about
because you
everything.
put a smile on your face, but
Everything and
motherfuckers don't
everybody.
really know what's going on. Really going
That's
on.
right. You come home and you hand over the check because guess what? You think because we want your money. No. When we get that check, we think about every bill that got to be paid because
That
you ain't going to
part.
go do it. You know, a lot
That
9
part.
times out of 10, the husband or the boyfriend ain't going to go do it. We got to
That
make sure it's
part.
income. That way it don't roll over and get out of
That
hand.
part.
We
Yep.
think about it all. We think about you
Yes.
when even you don't think we are thinking about you.
It's true.
If I can get him to do this, then it will operate much smoother if we do it like this today. But then sometimes you have a man that may take it wrong because they thinking that you're trying to control them or you're trying to run them or
Mm-hmm.
you're trying
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and, you know, and they're being defiant to you and you all you're trying to do is help be more organized with it or
Yeah.
whatever. And that's
Help our
why like
lives
that
go
video,
smoother.
yes. It's like that video when Tripp said, if you let your woman know the plan ahead of time, it runs so much smoother. I don't
Absolutely.
have to question you because you already
Absolutely.
told me off top. So now I can organize that in my mind.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That was some good insights. I really can't, speak on that. I wish the whole crew was here tonight because this next one here, especially the guys, this next one here, and I tried to find something real short, but y'all gonna have to bear with me right here because it's 4 minutes, but it's actually really good.
Okay.
So y'all, everybody out there, pay attention to it.
Baby, men out here are struggling. They're struggling big time with knowing who they are, trying to become who they need to be as a husband. They're putting too much pressure on themselves, and then they don't know how to ask for help. They don't know how to ask their wives or the people in their lives that really need to be there for them. How do I be something that I don't know how to be? Because they're too busy trying to be men, and they're already men. And that's what's bothering me the most. And see men struggle like that and just fight back tears instead of just becoming who God wants them to be. And stop competing with other people and just compete with yourself. So I was talking to a new client last night, and man, to see him struggle and fight back the tears of embarrassment, tears of what he considers failure, it was heart-wrenching. And to hear him use what I told him was an excuse, but it's not an excuse. To hear him talk about how he saw his uncles and his father, commit certain acts, and that's normalized in his head. But
why the tears?
yeah, I don't think people really understand how hard the struggle is, especially for me. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like you're all alone and nobody understands you. And when I hear these men talking about it, I relate. And the world doesn't do any justice when it comes to telling men how they should act. And then the men that are giving those good examples are drowned out by all the popular stuff. Yeah. And then when good men do prevail, they're always accused of being something that's just trying to be different than what the world has told them they can be. But I'm gonna stand on my ground. I know where I come from. I know what I've been through. And I know my purpose. And that's to give me an hope. For them to desire to be the men and husbands God has put.
Before I get into that, what y'all think about that?
It was deep. It was deep.
See, go ahead. You about to say something? Go ahead. I seen y'all. I seen him out there.
It's sad. It's sad. And, you know, I just feel like it is such a battle between a man and a woman. I think when you have two people to come together, they looking to be alike when they should be somewhat not alike, because you have to balance each other.
Mm-hmm.
Where you have your great point set, she may not. And where she has her great point set, he may not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when you do select people, the first thing you need to do is select somebody that you can feel safe with. That's the number one thing, because if you don't feel safe, then that means you're not going to be your authentic self at the beginning. And it's important that you do so, because you need someone that you can communicate with. You need someone that when they say, "How's your day, honey? How was your day?" And you can say, "Baby, it wasn't that good. Actually, I'm feeling exhausted. I feel overwhelmed. I feel like I'm not good enough. I feel like I'm not doing everything I'm supposed to do as a man," or whatever the case may be. Whatever it is that you need to get off your chest, people need to come forth, be more forthcoming with how they feel. Because that allows your partner to start understanding you more, start, learning that in this space of place, you may need a little more encouraging, or just an open ear. Just an open ear. That's why I said I think we fight each other so much. We don't even realize that sometimes things are not even a problem. It's not even a problem. Sometimes it's just a conversation. Somebody just need to be heard. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I do think it is much harder for men to be vulnerable, because that's not what they was taught. So it's much harder for men to be vulnerable and say, in this moment, in this point in time in my life, we may be struggling with bills, or, I'm just having a hard day because it's a lot to keep up on this rhythm of making sure the bills is paid. You got the money you need to pay our bills and all stuff like that. It could be overwhelming. Now, what I will say is this, and a lot of, I'm probably gonna get a lot of heat from it, but the younger generation of women out here are very selfish. They're very selfish. And the reason why I say this is because they looking for a bag. Sometimes they look for a bag that they can't even bring.
That's true.
They can't even bring. You see what I'm saying? So if you're going to be out here buying Birks and everything else, or whatever, the Balenciaga and all that stuff, you better make sure that you could put your own bag in that bag. So you out here not depending on a man to do that, and not asking for a man to do that, because it's not his job to do that, especially if you're not wife. There's some things we got to start upholding each other to before we even get into the wife and husband phase.
True.
Because you need to understand that before you step into a marriage with someone.
Right.
But you also have to have moments of being very selfless. You have to be selfless, because what you require somebody, you gotta also be willing to give to somebody.
Absolutely.
That's 100% right there.
And
I
that's why I
agree.
said the younger generation of women now, I see it all the time. They very selfish and
Yeah,
self-absorbed.
Mhm.
And they
they
may
are.
not want to hear that, but that is the truth. Off
Hmm.
top, you expecting somebody to do something for you when they don't even know you.
Yeah. Yep.
They don't
Yep.
I'm
even
supposed to take
know
you on
you.
trips and spend
Yeah,
1,000 or
yeah.
$5,000 on you just right now meet
That's
you.
a young woman that's living in a fantasy world.
Yes,
No,
But
definitely.
her fantasy is for
no.
free. Her
Definitely.
fantasy is for free because she ain't
Mhm.
out there doing it for herself.
That's
No.
true.
And hustling off a man ain't doing it for yourself.
That's true.
And
So,
so, but
Like my
my
grandma used to tell me, never require more from someone than you're willing to give.
that's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct. And
yeah,
so it's a lot of men that fear even giving their vulnerability to the woman they with. And if you got to fear giving it to the woman you with, then that's not the woman you need to be with.
That's right. That's true.
that is true that, but
That's
that
true.
is so true that. But my comments to the video when I was looking up, I was because the first video was for the woman about the struggles in the motherhood. And I was looking for a video for the struggles in fatherhood, and I actually came across that, and I listened to it like 3 times, and then like it, I feel like he was describing just me, you know,
Mhm.
just me as a male within this world itself. You know, the struggle and the nonsense of being a father. Being a male in this world, how society look at you, how a woman's gonna look at you, and then how the biblical book wants you to be. But everybody's trying to tell a man how to be. And that's a lot. And a lot of
That's why
times
sometimes the statistics is not important.
that's
It's
true.
sometimes and I used to tell you that all the time. Statistics are not always important because it's
Mm.
about the person, the individual person itself. And if the individual person themselves need this, and that, then that's what you need to be reaching for. Is this, and that, and not worried about what somebody gonna think, feel, or whatever about you. Because we have spent our whole lives doing that just with our own families. That's not
Hmm.
including a relationship.
Right.
True. Very
It's
true.
time to let that go. You got one life. One life. That's it. Because when
Hmm.
you leave, it's over.
Yeah.
And you can't take nothing with you. So what is it that you want to do with your life in this moment?
That
Right.
part.
That's true.
You
That
have to
is
think about that.
That's true.
Or
it's just
you'll be hindered for the rest of your days that you have on this earth.
Exactly. Exactly. I always say live for the moment. I don't never really think about the future. Everybody's like, oh, you should do this. You should put this up and you should do that for the future.
Yeah,
Listen, I'm going to enjoy my life because I'm
that's
not
right.
promised 5 minutes from now.
no,
So,
it ain't
Exactly.
probably
okay.
5 minutes from that now. You
Exactly.
know, I'm
Exactly.
getting to the point now. I just want to, I'm trying my best to do what I need to do, just to be a man out in this world, and definitely try to be the best father I could be. Even though hell, I'm just winging this shit.
How about just being a human being?
Yeah, that part.
Just being a human being. Just being the human being you want to be.
That's right.
Don't put the man title on. Just being the human being you want to be.
That
Because
part. I
you
get so
know in
tired
your
of that.
mind
Yeah.
what you want to do and what you want to be
Yes.
and where you want to go in
Yeah.
your life. It's not
Yeah.
about you being a man, it's just you being the human being you want to
Yeah.
be.
It's not
Yeah,
about being a man nor a woman. That's why I get so tired of
Yeah.
saying people saying, "Oh, well, as a woman or as a man." I get so tired of hearing that. Just as a human, just as a
Yeah, just as a
person.
yeah.
human.
Just as a human, what I mean, and
Yeah.
I can agree with that. But is there some like that? There's some things that a woman's gonna go through in this world that a man would never go through. Just like
Right.
there's a lot of things that a man would go through and have to be scrutinized that a woman would never go be scrutinized about. And so we all as humans we go through some of the same things, and then separately as a gender we go to different things that we each other would never go through.
What do you feel like as a man, what would you be scrutinized about?
Who we? Well, let's see here. Being a black man for one, what I mean, majority of the time the law is against a man. Period. The whole stigma of being let's get here. How can I put this? I just want a single father because I'm Turkish. I'm not married. I create since I'm not with my son's mother. I created a broken home. So we get scrutinized about that a lot too. So I just
That is not scrutiny, that's judgment. That's why I said, why are
mm,
you in the mindset of caring
mhm,
about what people got to say?
mhm.
That's judgment. You worried about being judged about everything in this way and that way. And I said, why? You over 30, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm over 40.
And
And
I'm
Melissa's over
25.
the age that she's over. Okay. So my thing is, it comes to a certain point in your life where you have to realize that it's always going to be somebody who's going to talk about you. It's always going to be
That
somebody
part.
who's going to judge. It's always going to be. So who gives a damn? Who
That's
gives a
right.
damn?
I
Because
say
best
it all
believe
the
it's somebody out here
time.
that's fucking it up way worse than you. Excuse my French.
That's
Of
true.
course, there's always somebody who's doing something worse. It's
I
always
don't
that.
care about. I don't care about who's judging. I had my whole 20s to worry about who was judging me and who was not judging me. And now that I'm at the age I am, it's a lot of things that if I could go back, I would change how I operate with myself. Because I wouldn't be so angry. I wouldn't have been a fighter. I wouldn't have been a lot of stuff because I wouldn't have gave a damn about what somebody
Right.
felt about me because I got to live in this body.
That's right.
Honestly, like I heard people say that so many. I heard of his people say that all the time. I wish I can go back and change this and that. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't change nothing because what I went through is who I am today.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about as far as who I am today. I'm talking about I would have celebrated myself a lot more.
Yeah, some of the things you done for yourself and with
Yeah,
yourself. I definitely agree
I
with
would
that.
have celebrated myself a lot more.
And I was a little different
Instead
growing
of
up because I never gave a damn what nobody thought about me. I
yeah,
was always just like, you don't wake my grandmother taught me that it was like they don't go to bed with you, they don't wake up with you, they not paying your bills. So why do you care about how somebody else think about you? That's why I was never good at being a follower. I'm not a follower because I've always been my
me
own
neither.
person. If you want to go east, if I want to go east, I'll go east with you. But if that moment I want to go west, deuces. I holler at you and we can meet back in the middle.
When you keep worrying about what's on how the judgment's gonna be against you, you know what? You might as well go ahead and shoot yourself because you allowing people to interrupt your peace.
That's right. And
The
you
little
can't
bit
have
of
my
peace that
peace.
you get, it gets
Yeah.
greater and greater the more you start worrying
Yeah.
about what everybody else got to say, think, feel, and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
It does. And it's crazy because we just talked about this and I went to visit a church this weekend and that was like the topic. And I'm gonna tell you something. You could walk in a room with nothing but peace on you, and you know what? People will fear your peace.
They can feel it. Yep.
They will fear it
They try to
because you
disrupt it
have
because they
something
feel
that
it. Yep.
in that moment in time in their life, they ain't got it.
That's right.
So
That's
they
right.
fear it.
It's like they can smell it on you.
Yes.
Oh yeah, a lot of people.
You walk in the room smiling,
Yeah.
they're like, "What's she smiling at?
For sure.
What's she this? What's she like? Damn, what is wrong with you?"
And when they come, they either gonna come to drop their toxicity on you, or interrupt your peace. Either way it goes,
Yeah.
they kind of mess it up because they see you are in a space of your life where you can have nothing, and you will have somebody who will envy you, who will be jealous of you, and everything else, and you can have nothing.
Absolutely
Well,
nothing.
I've seen it.
We've done it ourselves. We've done
Ain't
it
got a
ourselves.
pot to piss in, you jealous.
I kid you not. I kid you not. I never forget one time I was riding past and I seen two people together. I seen this guy and this girl together, and I could tell that they may have been on drugs, you know, whatever, or just homeless together, whatever case may be. And I'm gonna tell you, I said, now how the hell is it that they got somebody and I ain't got nobody?
Homeless people stick together.
And I was like, that's messed. You know, later on I thought about it. I was like, that's messed up. How the hell you gonna feel some type of way? They may not be in the best situation or whatever, but they got each other. And
But they got each other.
They got each other.
Yeah. And I'm up here upset because they got somebody and I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know this situation completely.
Right.
None of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I was just like envious that they got somebody that I don't. Because it's envy, regardless if you feel like
it
is
is
or
absolutely.
not. It is.
Yeah. It's jealousy and envy.
Myself.
It's exactly what it is. Yeah.
I'm like, who does that? Like, hey,
you should be happy for them. Like,
they do.
They ain't got nothing, but they got each other.
They damn sure do, and they stick right there together too. Right
there. Baby, let me tell you.
So who am I to feel some type of way about anything? Anything. Maybe that's my problem because I'm too busy worried about their situation to worry about my own.
That part.
I just feel like, man, what was about the whole, suffering and emotionally, hiding things. I just feel like we all should somewhat know the different signs of it, or especially people who's close to you. You
Oh
know,
yeah, for sure.
and this is a true story. I'm about to tell, a little short story. I was working at round one, the Bowling Alley Arcade, and I was a mechanic there. I worked on the games, and one of the games went down. I got called. Mechanic said, "Come to this particular game," and this particular game was for a blind person,
Hmm.
and it was something quick for me to fix. And the crazy part about it is, I never met this man a day in my life. Don't know him. Never seen him. And when I was fixing the game, he was talking to me. He said, I'm to talk to you." I said, "What's going on?" And he he said he felt the negative energy of me was on me, so he felt like he needed to talk to me. And he actually talked the things we were talking about. I was like, "How the hell do you know this?" Like, I'm literally going through this, and he's blind. So I'm
Hmm.
like, wow. But I was at that time, I was going through something real crazy with myself, just mentally,
Yeah.
and I just feel like it's crazy how he really sensed that. And
Mhm.
we talked for about 2 hours. 2 hours. The man, he was a good guy. But I just feel like, even it's crazy. Even a blind man can sense something's going wrong.
Your
Something's wrong.
aura.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's your aura.
So
He felt it off of you. He felt it off
Yeah.
of you. That's the thing. Everybody has intuition. Everybody has the power to read energy. But
Hmm.
if you don't learn how to shut the hell up and just walk through it, like just feel it.
Hmm.
Because
Hmm.
see, everybody's always quick to rebuttal to something.
Hmm.
But they don't just be quiet and just listen. Because when you listen, you learn how to feel, you
Hmm.
learn how to touch, you learn how to smell. Your senses get higher. They get heightened,
Absolutely.
especially
Exactly.
when one is gone.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
you have to take that time sometimes to just stop and just pay attention. And if you just stop and
Hmm.
pay attention, I'm telling you, you'll learn more about a person by just listening than
Yeah.
anything.
Fact.
Absolutely.
That's
Anything.
fact.
Things that you think
Yeah.
you was never gonna hear, you'll learn. Let me tell y'all something. When I worked in hospitality, when I worked at a hotel, it was people that would come down to their desk and talk to me and tell their whole life story, and I didn't ask them not one question.
Absolutely.
Not one.
Because they
And
knew
I
they
would
could.
learn everything about them
Yeah.
Hmm.
and they asked
Hmm.
not one question.
Hmm.
But because they felt my energy, they do that.
Yes.
They just felt like it
Yes.
was somebody they could talk
Yes.
to. They would
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
spend half their time. They supposed to be up in their room. They would spend half their time down at the desk for me talking.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That happened to me here in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
get a
Hmm.
spill or something. So I get off the floor, and
Yeah.
they'll talk to me before they talk to the daggone doctor.
And when
Because they
you
can
get
feel
like
your
that with
energy.
people,
Yeah.
yep. And when you get like that with people, I kid you not, you can learn how to maneuver with a person, even
Mm-hmm.
if you don't even know their name. But
Right.
Yeah.
you can feel how to operate with that person.
Absolutely.
First 10,
Mm-hmm.
15
Yeah.
minutes of talking to them.
Your
You'll learn it real
intuition.
quick.
I believe that because
Yes.
it happened to me today. It was this older white lady, and I sell handbags. So I'm in the store, and it's like three of us. One white lady, another, us two black ladies. And then lady came up, and I just spoke to her, and I was real pleasant. I'm yes, ma'am, no, man. This is how I speak. That's how I was raised. So, I was smiling, I was talking to her, I was personable. Lady came up, and she was like, I had a line of people, I had two people at the same time checking out. And this lady walked up, and she was like, one of us can help you. The other lady says, one of us can help you. She was like, no, I don't. What's her name? I see her badge to me. I want her. I'm waiting on her. I like her. When I tell you, that woman's face, the white lady was like, I'm white like you. You supposed to want me. She was like, no,
Yeah.
no, no. I want Tamika. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
wait for her. I rang up
Mm-hmm.
two people, had one issue with somebody, took longer than it was supposed to. I still apologized, acknowledged her. When I got done, she said, I would have waited for you no matter how long you took. And I was like, damn, it made me feel good because I was like, it's got to be something about me that she's seen in me
Right.
Right.
to make her
Exactly.
want to wait for me. We had two other registers open.
Exactly. Exactly.
And so, I mean, it
And
matters. Your
she felt
aura.
it. It
Yeah.
does matter. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
men hold on to that, like everything that he was expressing. I feel like there's a
Hmm.
lot of men out here that hold on to that because they don't know where the safe spot is to drop their load off.
That
Right.
yes,
You know what
yes.
I'm saying?
That's
They
the
don't.
big thing.
It's hard for them to navigate where that safe space is because, especially going through the families that we went through, the culture that we went through. So it's even harder for a man to be able to drop that off somewhere. Like women, we have our girlfriends,
Right.
our best friends and stuff to drop it off. And yeah, men have their friends too, but they still hold back so much because they don't want their homeboy to judge them or whatever.
Just,
When it comes to shit like that, women are a little more lenient with each other when it
mm-hmm,
comes to like that
mm-hmm,
because we
mm-hmm.
walk through the same thing. But
Absolutely.
when you address it from a man to another man, you're kind of skittish about it. And it's even worse with a woman because you don't know what you're going to receive back. And so
Right.
you have to learn how to first figure out who you may be able to give that little bits and pieces to. And then secondly, know their character to know that they're not going to judge you when you do deliver it.
That's right. That's
That is
right.
true. You have to
That's
know.
right.
That is that is so true.
That's right.
But we
And so
got
that's why you got to choose who you speak on and who you speak
Yeah.
to.
that is
Just like
true.
I tell people, you got to choose who. Everybody shouldn't be praying for you. I tell people that too.
Right.
I am big on that. When people say I pray for you, nah, thank you, I appreciate it, but that one you can keep.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
You can just know when people mean you no good.
Yep.
And that's
That's why I
quick.
don't like
First
people.
thing everybody
Don't put hands on me. I don't need you to put
yeah,
hands on me.
yeah.
You can talk
And
to me.
everybody's
You can
quick to,
preach to
oh,
me. You
I'll
can
pray for
whatever.
you.
But don't put hands on me.
No,
Right.
no, right.
Yeah,
Words have power. Words
all,
have
all
power.
the time. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Big time. Big time.
I'm definitely a believer in that. That's why I tell everybody, not everybody should be praying for you and touching on you.
Mhm.
Nobody.
Big time. So we're gonna go into this next video, y'all.
Behind that big smile is a friend who is struggling. A friend who is in pain, but they don't want you to know because they don't want you to worry about them. They're the ones who tell the funniest jokes, have the most lively stories, but when you're not with them, they think that they're the lowest person in the group, the least funny person in the group, the one who brings the group down. But you wouldn't know this because you never see them like that. So I want you to call that person in your group and ask them how they're really going. I think you might be surprised.
I chose that video because like most of the videos is personal to me.
Mhm.
You know, it's personal to me because a lot of that I went through. It's just I was at one point in my life I was that person that's always dancing and having fun and smiling. But people really don't know the damage I am on the inside. They don't know the trauma and what's going on with me. If I'm just sad or what's my mental state. People don't know that. And then after a while, after I started going to my therapist and stuff like that, I started to learn that I feel like sometimes I am alone because why am I'm always even in my family, why am I'm always supposed to be the glue? Why am I'm always the one that's keeping contact with everyone? That's a stressful right there. This person is beefing, but I'm the middle person, but everybody looking towards me, like friends. Also, like this year in 2024, I said I'm not gonna be the one that's going to be the reason why we got communication. If you don't call me and check on me, I'm not gonna call you because there's so many people that go through stuff, and I call them just to check on them, hear a text or just call you, just stop by. This is how you doing, But I don't get that back, especially when I go through stuff too, hell, life is life, you know what I'm saying?
You're right.
But,
Right.
but motherfuckers don't want to check on me, but they want that treatment. So
Exactly.
that hurts, and it makes a person think what's going on, what's wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? You're within yourself.
You know what? That's because when I say this, I don't mean no disrespect when I say it to you. You are not understanding your purpose. And the reason I say it's because I had to learn that we be put in situations, the strongest ones always get put in situations where everybody's unloading. And you do feel like, what is wrong with me that nobody calls to check on me? Nobody see if I'm okay. And I said, but when you give off that persona, what do you expect? Because you're not showing. Now, listen, just hear me out. You're not showing that you want to be vulnerable.
Your
You're not
vulnerability.
showing that you need somebody, you need a friend, and all that stuff. But what I mean, your purpose is your purpose. One of your purposes is that you do have the power, the strength, the mentality to be able to handle what they can't handle.
Oh, I know
Because
that.
even if you
I
think
figured
you
it out.
don't, yeah, even if sometimes you feel like you don't, you do. That's why that's why you have the aura that you have. That's why you have the energy that you have. That's why you are designed the way you are, because that's a part of your purpose. And so when you start looking at it as your purpose, you're giving everybody the God in you, is what you're doing. And sometimes you do have to give that in order to get that back. But you're giving the God in you. That's a part of your purpose. That's what you're supposed to do.
Oh, I mean, what you said is 100% because I just within this year alone, I've learned that.
Yeah.
I've learned that, and
It's
so
a job. It's a tough
I've
job, but
and I can say
hey.
for a long time, didn't know who I was, and I didn't know, I had to learn myself, So I can't say now I do know who I am, and I do know what is my purpose. I've learned this year.
Mm-hmm.
Took me a while.
That's why you built this platform. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is why you created this platform, because there's things that you wanted to talk about. We have got a camaraderie here. Like, we have built a family on this podcast
Indeed.
because we connect. We all have our own story, and we
Yeah.
connect in different ways. But
Right.
in a way, what you missing and forgetting is that this is therapeutic.
And it
It's,
shows
it's
there sure
therapeutic for
is.
you. And that's what it's allowing you to grow more and more and understand yourself more and more.
Yep.
It's because these conversations, these topics we have, the things that we endure on this platform, just and it affects your personal life, because you're thinking about things that you never thought about before.
Right. Absolutely.
So you walking in your purpose.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Then there you go.
the more you walk in
I
your
know that.
purpose, you get a better understanding. So now, like, when I do have some friends that just call me just to unleash things and they leave, I used to be so offended and tired and exhausted from it. But I'm learning that it's a part of my purpose. So now I'm smiling, because if I can help one person have a better day, even just allowing them the opportunity to just get it off the chest, then I'm walking in my purpose.
Right.
Right.
Because it's far few in between people that can walk in the footsteps of God, because he walked alone. Because
Right.
it was people that didn't believe him. It was people that you see what I'm saying? Like, he walked alone. If you're in a room full of people and you feel alone, it's not a bad thing. Sometimes you gotta look at the glass half full instead of half empty. It's not necessarily a bad thing, because you don't know what he's sparing you of, because you do feel
True.
alone in that room. But had you connected to somebody in that room, it might not have been good.
Right.
They could
Right.
take your energy.
Yes.
They could dump something on you that makes you feel like something around your back. All kinds of things. So
Okay.
sometimes you gotta look at
Yeah.
it half full instead of half empty, because you're like, you know what? He spared me. He spared you.
Talk your shit,
He
Miss
spared
Miss
She's telling
Pastor.
the truth. She
Sue.
said
you. Real talk.
Talk your
that's
Real
why
shit.
talk.
they tell you shouldn't be laying with everybody.
Yeah,
A lot of people don't want to hear
absolutely.
that, but you shouldn't be
Say it.
laying with
You better
everybody
say
either.
it.
Because you
Yes.
know what happens. If they got
Mm,
that demon seed and that demon egg in them, and
mm,
you want to lay with it.
mm.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You might catch
Yeah.
some shit on you that can't come off of you. And I ain't even talking about agency. I'm talking about some
Okay.
demon shit, some spirit shit.
That's
Ain't
right.
supposed to be on you.
All right. Well, we go ahead down going to we got 3 more videos to get through, so we can go ahead and go for this. This is a real quick one, 16 seconds.
All right.
3 signs of depression no one tells you about. Number 1 is numbness. You don't always feel sad, sometimes you feel empty. Number 2 is a struggle to feel excited about anything, even your favourite things. Number 3 is disconnection from the people you love. You know you love them, but you can't feel it right now.
So it's real quick. That the 2 things that I took from that was when I was in my depression and I really didn't know what I was going left and right, up and down, is I was numb to everything and everyone. And that's just one of the things right there. Then the other thing is I tried to just stay distance. Even though I kind of had a smile on my face, I was just distant and just mean as hell.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the things that it to me. What y'all think about that short video?
I think it's about the same. Me, like myself, when I feel like I'm falling into a depression, I get the same way. I get standoffish. I get evil because I feel like if I'm evil, people stay the hell away from me. You know, you'll give me that moment, you'll give me that space, and then it's like you feel numb because no matter how many people are telling you, "Oh, you're this, you're acting like this, you're evil, you're acting like," I don't care. Get out of my face. If I'm bothering you that much, I'm that nasty. I'm there. Stay the hell away from me. You don't get paid to be in my face, and that's my attitude. It's like you just push everything away. You don't even care.
Right.
You just want to. I want to lay down. I don't want my phone to ring. I don't want nobody knocking on my door. I don't want to be bothered. I literally want to be left alone. And that's how I knew. That's why I was like, you know what? I feel like I'm being depressed because at the end of the day, I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to look at nobody. I don't want to get up and go to work if I don't have to. I don't want nobody asking me no questions. Don't ask me to do nothing for you. Leave me the hell alone. That's how I feel. And I just want to lay there to myself. I might even get me a drink or something, and I'm just mellow. And I'm like, I don't want any noise will bother me. That's why I was like, you know what? I'm being a little too nasty, a little too evil. I need to get myself together. And that's how I knew that I was falling into a depression where I just didn't give a damn how nobody felt. Just leave me the hell alone.
Well, damn, am I depressed? Because I just look at it as protecting my damn peace. Shit. I've been looking at it like I'm protecting my peace and my sanity. I'm sparing you and me. So go on and go over there.
Right.
A lot of people don't come to my house and visit me. And the thing is, I thank them for it because they understand the assignment. Tiffany's not one of those people that like people to come visit her. She's not one of the people that you can, just drop down. I like things to be planned. I like things to be organized. So
that
for
part.
me,
oh God.
yeah. So for me, people around me who know me, they understand that's just who she is because she likes to have my home is my space.
Yes.
It's my saneness.
Oh,
so
Lord.
it's not that I'm trying to be hateful or mean or spiteful that I don't want people in my space. It's just that your time is limited.
That's right.
Your time limited. Everybody know I got a time limit. I say it all the time. You got about a good hour and a half, and after that, when I start acting shady, let me tell you, and listen, anybody out there, if y'all have a friend like me, when I start acting shady, I start throwing shots and shit, that's letting you know your time is expired.
You've overstayed your welcome.
You overstayed your welcome.
Drop me off. If I'm in your car, that means take this helper home because your time is expired. Love you dearly.
Yes.
But, yeah.
I had my fill of you.
Yeah. Like I've had it. I'm done, and I'll see you tomorrow. We can start over tomorrow. It's no problem with me. But that's a part of me just protecting my energy, my space, my time, everything. Because if you don't do that, then people will take advantage of it.
Exactly.
So I don't necessarily look at it like being depressed. That's just me personally. I just look at it like this is the necessary steps that I take
to protect me.
Me.
I get it.
And and I'm forthcoming with that. So you understand. Now, if you one of them type friends that you like to smother your friends or whatever, I am not the helper for you.
Yes.
Because then we got a problem. Because then I'm gonna start chopping you down. Look, we're gonna have a bad day. But we go to bed so we can start all over tomorrow. Like nothing ever happened. I'm cool with that. But if you got me too long, it's a problem.
I get it.
I feel like there's something wrong with
it. Does she sound like somebody familiar? I'm like visitors. I'm not big on visitors. I can have friends for years. They might have been in my house 2-3 times, and it's limited time because I like my space. I'm particular about how I like things, and I feel like people don't respect your shit the way you do.
Exactly.
And I feel like I work hard for my shit, and I'm very particular.
And if I'm telling you that up front, then why are you not listening? Because my grandmother used to say, you let a lot of people, you start letting too many people in your house, they're going to start stealing the bricks. And when they start stealing the bricks of your home, what happens?
It's going to crumble.
It's crumbling down.
Yes.
So that part. So with that being said, don't come stealing my bricks. Don't come stealing my bricks. Because when I come steal yours, I'm huffing and puffing. Taking the whole house.
I get it.
You're going to be mad at me.
I promise I get it.
Well, go ahead to the next one.
All it takes is a smile to hide your pain. Stop hiding your pain and put down the smile and pick up the phone and call out for help or reach out to someone that will help and support you and will be there for you. Be kind to yourself and stop putting your healing journey last. Your Your healing journey starts today. Reach out, talk out, and speak about mental health, guys. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing week from the Mindset Zodiac.
So I relate to that video due to I had to learn is not to hold everything in and not try to do everything myself, and basically learn to reach out to people when I'm going through what I'm going through and reach
Yeah.
out to the correct people.
That part.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah, so it took me a while to learn that, especially when I got to the service. I was fucked up. I was fucked up. I was real. I see your face. I was fucked up. I was yeah. But anyway, I've over the years, you just like I've been through some things. I did some things I'm not proud of, but it's also the journey to where I'm at today, but I had to learn to reach out to people that really has the best interest for me and just want me to be healthy.
Yeah. Right. For sure.
And
sure.
we got to start normalizing not being so codependent. Because there's a
Yeah,
lot of people that's so codependent that the moment they don't have somebody to depend on, they get depressed because
I was
they're so codependent.
Yeah,
so when you learn to fight for yourself, the way you will fight for your friend or what else, when you learn to fight for yourself in that same manner, it starts to hit different for you.
Absolutely.
Because you've been a fighter all your life. You so used to defending everybody else, but why are you not defending yourself?
Yourself. That's right.
Why
That's
are
right.
you happy for everybody else, but you're not being happy for yourself? And because you wait on somebody else to congratulate you. No.
Right.
No.
And that's what
why I
happened
said
to me.
it's important we date ourselves, whether if it's taking yourself out to eat, whether it's spending a day to yourself just to relax, you'll start to learn more and more about who you are, what you want, what you need, what you don't need, what you like, what you don't like. A lot of that stuff, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
It's actually healthy to, figure you out.
That's right. Like what Cat Williams said. What did he say? We are our number one player. It's called self-esteem. It's the esteem of oneself.
Yeah. And I can attest to the whole codependent. I was codependent. Like I was, I didn't have no identity. And once the Rock left, I didn't know who the fuck I was. I didn't know what way to go, and I just got destructive. But we here now.
And now you be liking to have your space.
Yeah.
Right.
You be liking to have your space. You don't want nobody in that space. I don't act up now. Like you don't want nobody in your space.
I like my motherfucking space.
I do too. Shoot, I'm telling you. Somebody calls me too long. I'll put myself out of my own house.
Baby, go on a vacation quick, fast, in the hair.
That quick. So we got one more video, and I like this video right here, and then we're gonna end it on that.
Okay.
In Ireland, the Health Service Executive Mental Health Services vision is that recovery is a reality for all. So what does that actually mean? Well, anyone can experience mental health challenges. The good thing is people can and do recover. So how does a serious mental health challenge affect a person? Well, it may impact on their ability to carry out normal everyday tasks. It may be difficult to form or maintain relationships, find or hold down a job, make friends, and be part of the community. It can be a very lonely place as they may have experiences that others just don't understand. So what is mental health recovery? First of all, it's personal. Recovery is as unique as you are. It's about living a good life with or without symptoms. It's about what you can do, not what you can't. It can be a journey for some and a destination for others. And it's not always easy, but with the right supports, recovery is real. Evidence suggests that recovery is best supported by 5 things. Just remember the word CHIME. C stands for connections, having good relationships with other people. H is for hope and the belief that you can recover. I is for identity, having a positive sense of yourself. M represents finding your own meaning and purpose in life. Finally, E is for empowerment, focusing on your strengths and having control over your life. That's Chime.
I see your damn hands.
Because I said what I said and he backed me up.
I see her in the back like this.
That's what I
I
just
would. That's what I just said. That's what I'm saying. You lucky look, you lucky because I almost grabbed my brushes and was like.
I never knew that acronym, but the crazy part, I never knew that acronym, but that's the steps I took.
Mm-hmm.
That's the step that I took.
Everything involved self.
Yep, that part.
That's what I'm saying. We just so comfortable in putting everything and everybody above. That's the same thing like when I said that video that was dedicated to women. It's the same thing. We are so used to putting everything above ourselves. And you see how that also relates to men as well.
That's
so
right.
It comes down to the human being you are. You so comfortable. You got so complacent with putting everything above you that you know what? It became like a job. It was a routine. It was a habit that you was adjusted to. And then when you finally sat back and thought about it, you was like, hold on, wait a minute. What about me?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
What about me?
Yeah.
Right.
And when you step in that space, that's where it gets harder.
Yeah.
Because it's something you never explored before. Self.
Yeah. It's true.
So
very true.
Well, y'all,
we're glad the show about to end because I'm about to get started.
You know what I'm saying? That was the A. That was the part 2 of last week's. You know what I'm saying? So that was actually good. That's really good. I like this type of conversation because it really gets your mind to thinking and get you out there. But I need everyone out there, man. Share, like, comment. You know what I'm saying? Hit us up. Let me know. Oh, subscribe all day long. You know. But you know what I'm saying, send us comments or send us, if I have something y'all want to talk about, hit us up. You know what I'm saying? If you want us to talk about it, if you don't want to talk to yourself, we'll have that conversation for you. You know what I'm saying? Just let us know. But until then,
hold on. Make sure y'all tune in Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central Time to Ladies Night, the Shorty Logic Ladies Night podcast. Because we back and we about to do it big. So y'all better be there or be squares.
That's right. That's right. Y'all coming back.
We're ready to turn up.
For sure. Y'all bring y'all drinks. This is gonna be good.
I have a drink though.
Yes, because I'm gonna definitely have my drink Wednesday.
I always get
Well, y'all, we out of here, y'all. Y'all thanks for joining in every week, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all very much. We out of here.
Bye.